What's cooking, Juventus fans? Welcome back to your old lady's favorite YouTube channel. And once again, this was all according to the script when it comes to Max Allegri. Failure, despair, and no plans forward. Was this the final nail in the coffin? We'll see. Stick with us. We'll fill you in. Ciao ragazzi, welcome back to the Bianconeri Zone. My name is Justin Sofro. Today, it's Sunday, May 28th, 2023. And I'd say I always have your current updates when it comes to Juventus, like your favorite rundown when it comes to Juve. But today, we're talking the post-match. We're talking about the game that we just witnessed. And what I would say, the expectations that should be the end of an era, or let's say the end of an error, when it comes to Max Allegri and his stable of being at Juventus and what he has created here, a steaming, filthy, hot pile of it. I'm not confident, though, that this Juventus will make the right decisions to try to get him out of here. Before we do anything, though, do me a solid favor, smash that like button, hit the subscribe button, hit that bell icon, stay notified for all of our latest videos. Just a reminder, again, I'm doing a giveaway on the other channel that I'm starting over here. Maybe you need some kind of relief. We just dropped a new podcast episode today. Actually, I think right after the game stopped. For the Now We Can Talk Layman podcast, a fun side project I'm doing. Would really appreciate your guys' support. If you could, go ahead and subscribe button. If you do, you'll be entered in to win a free jersey once we hit 500 subscribers. And we're very close to hitting 100 subscribers, which I'll be giving away a Bianconeri Zone shirt. You know, the horse head shirt, the black, white, green, whatever you like. If you're subscribed to that channel, you'll be entered to win once we get to 100 subscribers. All right, let's get into the match that was Juventus Milan, in a match that was a do or die moment for Max Allegri and the club. Max Allegri chose wholeheartedly, half-heartedly, I guess, really, to die. It was time, but let's not kid ourselves. This was the Max Allegri Juventus that we've seen time and time again over the last few months. A listless, lackluster performance and no game plan moving forward. You have guys like Di Maria who look like they don't even want to be at the club. They're checked out for the last few months. Cuadrado, who can't complete a pass to anybody that's wearing white and black. And then you have, obviously, Locatelli, disappointing, Milik. All those guys have been very, very frustrating to watch for the better part of the last few months. I'll be honest, I'm not even getting into the specifics of this match because I mean, who gives a damn at this point? Because it's the same thing that you've witnessed for the last, better half of a year. At this point, after the World Cup, Juventus has been the same. It's been disappointing. They haven't cared. They haven't tried. And honestly, ever since everything that happened that led to the points being taken away, that happened to Agnelli stepping down, all that, the club seems to have built themselves a coffin and buried themselves already in the ground. It's dead for what it appears at this point until somebody can come in and resuscitate it. And that's the important part of this video to me, where I'm getting as a fan and my frustrations is right now, this should be the final straw. This should be the nail in Max Allegri's coffin as the coach of Juventus. Do I believe that will actually be the case? No. The reason I say that is because I just don't have faith in the governing body and obviously in Max Allegri to do anything to relinquish power at Juventus. Hell, I'll say right now, I think even right now, he was just doing his press conference, and I think one of the last comments that he made was, let me go ahead and just pull it up right here. If I wanted to win, I would have gone somewhere else, but Juventus is a family. What the hell does that even mean, my guy? What are you really trying to say? How does that make any sense at all to anybody? If you wanted to go win, you go somewhere else where you already have the talent and you have the setup where you can just take somebody else's team and run with it. You mean kind of like you did with Antonio Conte in the first time here at Juventus? I think that's what you're getting at, is that you need to have things prepared, pre-set up, pre-worked on, and you can take it and run with it. And maybe you can do okay for a little bit, but eventually it's going to flounder out. And the problem is Max Allegri, as a coach, with no ideas, with no plans, he cannot build a culture of winning at Juventus, and he will not. We've seen it before. We've seen the floundering out, and the reason that he was ousted the first time around, well, everybody who was saying they saw the pieces, they saw the cracks in the wall the first time, you were absolutely right. And you've been vindicated with what we've seen throughout this season with Max Allegri. Continue on. Let's go ahead and get into some of the comments that he made to show you how upset I am with him right now. He goes on to say there should be no confusion. We always had the ambition to win, but it is not always possible. We will come out of this stronger after everything that has happened to us. It's not possible. My guy, are you kidding me? For the first time in about a decade or so, Juventus have given all 6 points to Milan this season. That's abhorrent. That is ridiculous. That is ridiculous. You have floundered and you have literally gone belly up to give whatever the Red Devils want. You gave it to them. They made you their bitch. And that's the only thing I can say at this point. And the sad point is not even fully dominant play by Milan at all. Obviously winning off that header by Giroud. Frustrating to me to say that Juventus, the entire time, all the opportunities they had, Di Maria early on missing that opportunity, and then Giroud, I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, the very first opportunity, they even get into the final third, and then they capitalize on it. Something you were not capable of doing, something your players are not capable of doing, and something that you have no plan on how to get going in the future. He goes on to say, and just when he says there should be no confusion, we always had the ambition to win. Do you? I see no ambition. I see no plan. I see no care at all in the world to actually do anything other than collect a paycheck and continue on and just allow us to sit in the mediocrity that is your coaching staff. He goes on to say teams are only going into the Champions League because they took points away from us. The season was over in Seville. Yeah, that's your fucking job. That's what you do, my guy. That's the point. Yeah, they take points away from you because they win the game, because they give a damn, because they try and they actually score goals and they actually know how to complete a fucking pass to another player on their team. That's why I'm upset. That's why everybody else is pissed. We see Ale and Julian complaining on this channel as well. That's your job. Yes, you can say that when it comes to this, teams are only going to Champions League because of points off of you. That's absolutely true. That's the game. That is literally your job, is to get points off of other team. Jesus Christ. He goes on to say, this Juventus is not built to win, even if you say so. When I came back, I knew it was difficult. If I wanted to win easily, I would have gone elsewhere. He continues on the phrase and, spewing out the cess that is it's deflecting. That's all that he's going to do, is spew deflections and just say, no, not my fault, not my problem. Look what I came into. Look how difficult this was. Look at this situation. Not anybody can do this. Yeah, bro. That's what lots of coaches do. That's what Antonio Conte did back in 2011. And let's be clear. Antonio Conte was at the game today. We've had these conversations on the channel about me saying, about Antonio Conte. I am off the Antonio Conte train. We do not need Antonio Conte here right now. We need a new, fresh vision, a new young coach who knows what they can, or who's confident in themselves, and then can move this program forward into a new era of football, a successful Champions League playing and winning era of football, back in the Serie A, winning the Scudetti as we need. Sorry, Antonio Conte. Appreciate what you did before. I've softened on all the nonsense with you going to Inter and all that, but at the same time, we don't need it. Juventus do not need Antonio Conte right now. And then he goes on to say, finally, the season is over. It was an abnormal year that I would not wish on any colleague. I can only thank the guys on the field. They had an important season. Hopefully next year we will start with a normal situation. So you're happy and you're content to move on to a season next season with no Europe, with probably no money to buy players for next season, players that are probably going to be jumping ship, and you're going to be left with less than what you've had this season. And maybe that is what Juventus need, and maybe that's a move that they need to make themselves, is a clearing of the house. And we've been fucking clearing houses for 3 years now. 3 years of clearing houses. But right now, that's what we need to do once again. How many players are going to move out? How many players are going to come in? What are you going to get? Are we going to go with a bunch of Rovellas? Are we going to have a bunch of Cambiasos? Is that what we're going to get? Just young Italian guys? And I love the Italian guys. That's fine. But is that all we're going to get right now? Are we going to be a young team that doesn't really aspire for much? Because, I mean, what's the chance that you think Max Allegri is actually going to be able to lead us to the top 4 next season? If the goal and the plan is not to be able to get back to top 4 next season, you have nothing. You have absolutely nothing. And the more time we waste and the more things we do, you are causing more damage to this club. I don't know how much time I really want to spend on this today. To be honest, I'm frustrated. I'm angry. I'm not happy. Yes, somebody said I sound like Alex Jones of Juventus. Maybe that's me. Maybe I am that guy when it comes to Juventus. Maybe I get on here. They're making the frogs gay. That's what Alex Jones said. I'm sorry. If I got cut that, probably not because it's funny. But anyway, maybe I have to be the Alex Jones of Juventus. Maybe I have to be somebody like that who yells and screams and complains to get our point across, because we all should be pissed off and we should be angry. We spend our money, we commit our time, and this is what they repay us with. Look at the stands. Look at the photos and the videos that we've seen out there, the embarrassing photos of the crowd in Juventus. And when I say embarrassing, I don't mean embarrassing as in like, oh, the fans should be there, oh, you should be supporting. No, bro. Why would you pay to see this? Why would you pay to take the time out of your day to go watch this? I wouldn't. I know I wouldn't. And the amount of price, the money that they're trying to charge right now, that they continue to charge, hell no would I do it. And I do not blame anyone, and don't let anybody tell you that you need to be blamed as a fan. It's their job to make it appealing. It's their job to make it worth the money. And that's what we need to do moving on. Okay. That's it. I'm going to go enjoy the rest of my day and not worry about Juventus and not even think about it for the rest of the day. We'll come back tomorrow and hopefully have a stronger, sense of, worth when it comes to the club, and a stronger sense of where we're going to go from here. We'll talk about that throughout the week. We'll have you covered, videos, all this other stuff. I'm sure hot takes, plenty of that coming in and into the summer. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. If you haven't already, hit that like button, smash that subscribe button, hit that bell icon, stay notified for all of our latest videos. You can follow me at Justin Silver. You can follow Bianca Arizona at Bianca Arizona, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, all that good stuff. I'll see you guys next time. Forza Juve. Forza Bianconeri.